when you see yourself as a college player, and if there is a season, hopefully there is a season, and I know a lot of college players, they predict themselves or they want to be in the NFL because they want to support their families, they want to take care of their families for their futures. Did you, before you decided to go and play college football, did you always think that you had the athletic ability to play professional sports?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, I thought like the volleyball was my sport, and I'm going to like go to play it professionally. But then like a lot of things happened with my club, and the volleyball is my club where I was playing. The other clubs had a better like connections, you can say. So a lot of good players were going into better clubs, and also like the guys who weren't as good as me or somebody else went because they have connections in other clubs and stuff. That turns a number call, hey, my son wants to come and play, and it's just like that. They didn't really like search for a talent. They just like did everything with the connections. So that is the thing where I was like, fuck volleyball, I'm just going somewhere else. Yeah, well, but it's just like that. So I was really thinking about really being professional volleyball, and then when I started to play football, I was like, okay, they're telling me I'm going to go like to states and stuff, but I didn't believe them until now. Until now. Like year after they said it, I'm here at States, committed to Division I school, and I'm like, happiest man on earth.
All right, so you played both football and volleyball. So I want the craziest from both sports, the craziest football game you ever played in, and the craziest volleyball game, or even just an individual set that you ever played in.
Craziest game. Oh shit. It was so the football game. It was a U19. So it was we played against the Belgrade Wolves. It's a one club from the capital city of Serbia. So we played against them, and they were like known to be very dirty and very. They were like the best, but like they were very dirty, and of course judges were from Belgrade also, so judges were on their side. We lost that game, of course, because we scored 6 touchdowns, and they like denied it 6 touchdowns because of like the penalties and stuff, So we lost that game. We knew that we were going to lose it, but at the end of the game, like 10 minutes before ending the game, our coach huddled us up and said, like, guys, you know what is the situation. Now because they're dirty, you go and like literally kill them, like literally kill every single one of them. That means like go full, if I was offensive lineman, I was right tackle. So the defensive end comes, I'll grab him by the pad and starts hitting the helmet on his. Two guys were unconscious after that. Yeah. We literally like wanted to hurt them. So that was the craziest thing that happened in the football. And in the volleyball, craziest thing. When we won the championship, national championship, because it was really tough game. It was we of course won by 3-2, and they first led by the 2-0, and we was like, okay, it's over. And then like slowly the team chemistry started to raise up, and I was like, okay, let's do this, let's fuck them up. So
as you guys know, we are talking to Boston College offensive lineman recruit Ilija Krajnovic. Now, Ilija, we do this every one of our shows. We're going to ask you some silly questions. We want some silly answers. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Question number 1, boxers or briefs, and why?
Boxers.
Boxers? A big guy like you, I think I know why you want rather boxers, but why boxers?
Because they're comfortable, and there's a lot of space for what.
Favorite favorite snack to snack on before a game?
I would say a Gatorade bar or a Cliff bar.
What's up with these Gatorade bars and Gatorade like these what do they call them?
You're interviewing Gatorade Chews,
Gatorade Chews, Gatorade bars.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're interviewing younger athletes. That's where they started advertising. I guess
it's crazy because when I was a kid, they didn't have Gatorade Chews. I mean, they had Gatorade, but it wasn't even popular when I was young. It was Powerade.
I think it only came out like 5 or 6 years ago.
What, Gatorade?
Gatorade Chews and bars and stuff like that.
I'm talking about Gatorade. Gatorade's been around for years, but when I was a kid and when I was in high school, it was more Powerade than Gatorade. Now the triglycerides are so high, people rather go to Gatorade because of the electrolytes. So that's interesting. Okay.
I would say maybe more a Cliff Bar because I'm a more Cliff Bar fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gatorade is also a good snack.
All right, blondes or brunettes, and why?
Both.
Both. You got to give me one.
That's the tricky part of the question.
Both. Which one would you prefer, blondes or brunettes? It doesn't. Obviously, you like both, but
it's a tough question.
It's a tough question, huh?
Shit. Let's go with the blondes.
All right, blondes. You're a blonde. They're blonde. Let's go with the blondes. All right. If there was before a game, if there was a track that you would listen to pump you up or pump your team up, what track would that be and why? Rammstein Du Hast, right?
No. I was thinking about this like for a long time. Oh shit. I would say like the song that pumps me the most is like
Carrie Underwood. Just kidding.
It's from Lil Pump and I don't know who else. So Welcome to the Party.
Okay.
It has that like fast style and it's so fast and it was like it's very aggressive. I found it very aggressive. So it would be like just put your helmet on, smash it a couple of times and like let fuck this shit up.
There was a fan, John Suggs, asks a question: do you train differently overseas compared to the States? And do you do something overseas that the States should start doing? So he's saying, do you train the same way as the States? And is it something that the States should start doing if you do something differently overseas?
There's a fucking huge difference between training at States and training at here and training overseas. I'm thinking like here is the better. Because they were professionals, and there's the people who know, who played in the league, who know what are they doing, And in Europe, you can also find good coaches, but they're not like professionals, They don't have that experience. So I would say the best thing is training here, to practice here. And what was the other question?
No. And do you think he says, do you train differently overseas compared to the States? And then he says, is it something, if it is overseas, is it something that the States should learn and do and copycat?
States are states. It's just like that, here, like every single coach is professional, is trained like professional. So, states are states. You can't compare that.
So, Ilija, before we let you go, why don't you tell the fans how they can find you on social media, my friend?
I'm really bad at spelling.
So is Errol. Don't worry.
I'm bad. I'm really bad. So I'm just as bad as you, Ilija.
I'm bad at spelling, but I will show you on the camera.
What is that, Speedy? What does it say over there?
I can't even see it.
I can't see
There's
it.
Too much glare, Ilija.
There's too much glare over there.
All right.
Okay.
I caught a glimpse of it. I couldn't tell what it was though.
KRAJNOVICC_.
Got it. But
it's my last name.
Mm-hmm.
all small letters and then the underscore.
Well, I will say this, Ilija. If there is a season, I'm looking forward to watching you. A 6'8", 325-pound athlete that is a volleyball national champion. It's pretty amazing, the story behind who you are as an athlete and really where you believe you're going to go in the future. I would love to see you play in the NFL, play for the Jets, because putting you on the other side of Mekhi Becton, I would say the Jets have the biggest line in NFL history. Two 6'8" guys.
Also, if you want to like read something more about me, the Bleacher Report made an article about me, like a full story. So you can go on a Bleacher Report and read about me.
Well, I would love to read about you. I've read a little bit about you, and I would love to get you back on the show. Would you be interested in coming back on the show in the near future?
Of course.
Absolutely. And I want to see you grow, man. And if you do get drafted, you're going to invite us to your party, right?
Of course.
Of course, man. I mean, you're a giant to me. I'm probably up to your waist or something. I mean, 6'8", 325 pounds. I mean, you could probably palm me or something. I'm not a small guy, but you're pretty damn big, man. But I would love to get to know you moving forward as a college football player, and I do believe that with your size and your ability, your athletic ability, I believe anything is possible, and I do believe you will play in the NFL.
Yeah, I believe too, especially to help my family and to like simply play in the pros and live my life how I want to till the rest of my life to live however I want.
You're a baby, man. Good luck, and we're gonna stay in touch with you. And we're definitely gonna get you back on. And I don't know if you dance, but we're having some kind of TikTok dance off. Come on, man. We need to get you involved with this. No?
To me, honestly, I don't know if I can say this, but to me, TikTok is for pussies.
Well, it's not TikTok. We're just going to take a video and we're going to have you dance to it, and we're going to have people vote.
I'm not a good dancer.
Well, a lot of people aren't good dancers, but you could be funny, Ilija, thank you, my friend.
No problem. Thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely.